Hey there, collectors. Hope all remains well out in the sports card world. For me here, it's been a pretty crazy day. Literally 30 minutes after I finished filming a vintage blind reveal from PSA, FedEx shows up at my door with another delivery. I've got 44, I think, 80s and 90s cards sent in on a different special. Now, if you know anything about my opinions here, I'm always worried when when PSA turnarounds significantly exceed their expectations. I tend to get better results when they have the cards a long time. Now, if you want to, you can check out the vintage reveal, like here or wherever that is. Some up and down results there. Maybe the needle tended towards the disappointing end of the spectrum, but as always, the blind reveals are fun. There were some good cards in there, so you can check that out. As a part-time and very amateur content creator, my delivery schedule is all over the map, so we'll see how I do there. But this one, again, we're looking at 44 cards, and I think I'm going to split it in two. That's a pretty big number. In the attempt to keep the videos at a more palatable size, I think we'll make two of them. So without further ado, let's take a look at these cards. Now again, there are two boxes. They are pretty evenly weighted. I assume that they're about even, so I'm going to set one aside, do that on a different video. No idea which one it is. And we'll continue on with this one. All right, so there we have this one. Good news is that there's no cardboard showing at all on this first stack. We may get into that one in the next video, but real quick, these were, again, it's an 80s and 90s monthly special. I am a cheapskate and I live by those PSA specials, but these cards, generally speaking, in my mind, were solid nines, chance at 10 type cards. I did look at them, some of them under magnification. I did eliminate some cards that I had potentially tagged for grading. So we are hoping for some nice grades. Now, the way that generally works is, kind of a crapshoot, and, we may end up with some twos and some fours. If all goes as I would hope, we may get a couple of eights because I missed a pretty big stack of nines and maybe a handful of tens. This is one where, a couple of tens will really go a long way in, paying for the submission. So I am hoping for some tens there. But without further ado, I will stop rambling and start showing cards. And as you saw from the back of this one, this is a Michael Jordan card. I did actually finally send some Jordans, and we're talking like junk era Jordans, where nines, I think, I can't even remember. Nines, I may make a little bit money or have them in the PC. Tens, tens are pretty nice cards. But these are ones that a lot of them I pulled myself, or have been sitting on for a long time. So, hoping for nines and tens, and we start off with a 9. So, there we go. Not too bad. We got the 91 hoops, number 30, and that is a 9. So we, start solidly. Next one, because there is another Jordan. There are going to be a few Jordans in here. And I guess we'll get to them. So this one is the 90 hoops? Crud, I can't remember. Oh, is this the All-Star one? Anyways, another Jordan, number 21. There is a mint 9 on the hoops All-Star. This one, in fact, I did pack pull this. It was back in like 2011. I think I busted about 8 boxes of this set, and I kept like the 2 best looking cards of all of the stars and key cards. So the David Robinson rookie, both of the Jordans, like all of the stars, and I'll tell you what, the David Robinson is really freaking hard to find. I out of those 8 boxes, I don't think I would send in any of the ones that I got, but I did send in a bunch of the 90 Fleer. In fact, let me see how many of them are in here, because 3. Did I only send 3? There may be more, but just for fun, there's 3 of them. Let's see what we get. We'll do. We got a 9, a 9, and well, like I said, guys, I was expecting a lot of 9s, and so far I'm 5 for 5. But again, I believe the way that I calculated when I looked at comps and sent these off, 9s are going to be solid. I should, kind of make my money back, be all right, maybe keep 1 or 2 for sets, something like that. But 3 9s on the 90 Michael Jordan, so we're good there. This one, this one was a fun one. Jose Rijo. This is the 84 Fleer update. I cannot remember where I got this one. Can't remember where I got this one, but this was one that was like it would be a low pop if it gemmed. Um, but yeah, this was one where it got an 8. So this one I actually kind of missed, and man, that is there may have been just a corner kiss that I missed or something like that. I thought that one looked really, really good. So I'm gonna say that the 8 was a miss, but that was just for fun type of thing. So back to Jordan, and this is the Skybox one, I believe, the 90 Skybox. This is the iconic one with the gold border. We end up with another 9, so I'm definitely I'm hitting 9s on these Jordans there. So that should be a good one right there. Another Jordan. This one is a 92 Topps base. I just thought that this one popped, and I got a 7 on it. Ooh, so I must have missed a surface thing, or I actually think I kind of see it. It's down in this corner, and this is one of those times, I'll tell you right now, I looked over these cards really well. I wouldn't be surprised if something happened to it after it left my hands, because again, I was looking at these cards pretty closely. This one, fun card, iconic card. This is the Sam Vincent card where Jordan has number 12. And this is another one where I've probably sat on this card for forever and finally just decided to send it in. And it got a 7 as well, which I'll take a closer look at that. But that one is a miss, and I'll have to look closer to see what it was that I missed on that one, because I thought that one was sharp. Here we go. We got another Jordan 90. Is this the other 90? Did I send in another All-Star one? I did, and that one got an 8. So I sent the 2 best ones I had, and one got a 9 and one got an 8. So meh. Then I did have 2 of the USA Barcelona team. They had the long team picture where you had 3 cards in a row. This is the center one, number 545, that does have Jordan in it. I thought they were spectacular. 10s go for good money, and I get an 8 and a 9. So they looked identical to me. They did not look identical to the grader, and neither of them warranted a 10 in their eyes. The 9's not horrible. 8, meh. So no 10s yet. We're a little bit over halfway through this first box. This was the fun one right here. This is the Mark Jackson with the Menendez brothers in the background. The recent Netflix documentary. The card blew up again. One of the more notorious cards from the junk era. Always fun. I've been sitting on these ones for a while. At this point, my hopes are kind of down. We're not doing great, but we get a 9 and a 9. So that's actually, I think that's a win. 2 9s on the Mark Jackson card. Again, these are ones that I've sat on for a long time. Finally sent them in. There's 2 9s. Not bad at all. Then, all right, let's mix it up. Oh, the Tony Gwynn cards. These ones are actually really nice. I believe, yeah, so I sent in, out of a big Tony Gwynn collection, this is the is it Team Finest? Yeah, Team Finest from 99. And I sent in the gold version to SGC, and it got a 10. spectacular card, and it was numbered out of 250. So it was the lowest numbered of the cards. I've got a red and a blue here as well. The gold gemmed. I don't actually think that these ones had a chance at gem. I thought these ones I actually thought maybe chance at 9, so I wouldn't be surprised with lower. I would be surprised at 10, happy at 10, but it turned out that the lowest numbered card I thought looked the best, and it got a 10. But the red one out of 500 gets a 9, so to me that is solid. I am glad with that one, or glad for that one. Let's see, can I get it to? Nah, my camera's deciding to not focus. It's kind of standing. There we go, a little bit. Beautiful card, low numbered Tony Gwynn insert from 99. I like that. And then the blue also got a 9, so I was solid there. I'm not going to complain at all. Again, we are getting tons of 9s today, which is what I said at the beginning. I expected 9s. I expected some better. Was really hoping I'm going to save that one because that one could be a monster. Another fun card. This is the Bird Jordan Fanimation one. Number 510. Another one I probably sat on for a while. This one may have been just more send in for fun. Gets an 8. Good Lord. I'll be honest with you. You know, again, that one to me, it looked really, really sharp. So I am surprised at these 8s. I may relook at it under magnification, see what I missed. Meh. This is the 90. 90? That's another Jordan. Is this the silver gold one? I can't even remember. Another Jordan, base Jordan, gets an 8 on the, and I can actually already see. Something happened to corners. Something happened to the corners. I don't know if I packed them and squeezed them too much, or if they. But I can see, I can clearly see the lower left corner shows some wear, and it looks like it may have like been pressed a little bit. And I will tell you right now, it was not that way when I sent it. So I don't know. I may have to start being a little bit more careful when I pack them, or maybe take pictures. I don't know. 2 more Jordans from the 90 Fleer. Again, we went 3 for 3, getting 9s on the first ones. Here are 2 more, and one gets a 9 and one gets a 9. So I am 5 for 5 on the 90 Fleer Jordans. if you want one, they should be up on eBay fairly soon. But I don't know. I think I got a link to my eBay store as well. But there we go. Last one out of here. This was, I will tell you right now, this was the cleanest 84 Fleer Mattingly that I have ever seen. Oh man, hopefully I didn't just jinx it. But like this was the nicest 84 Fleer Mattingly that I've ever seen. I did have high hopes for this one, and it got a 9. So I thought it had a shot at a 10. The 9 turns out solid, but this card is spectacular. Centering and absolutely no chipping, especially noticeable in the blue, and where the blue bleeds all the way to the edge. But that's a gorgeous card. I think, I don't know, since it didn't 10, that one may end up in my own collection. I can't remember what I've got of Don in my PC at the moment, but there we go. So no 10s yet. Half of the submission shown. A whole bunch of Jordan 9s, a couple of misses. Nothing lower than a 7 so far. But thanks for watching this one. Come back and see me for the rest of the 7.